All pace truck leaves him on the back straightaway. 15 laps on the board. Your feature event for the Great Western Bank USRA B-Modifieds coming to the start. Tanner James going to lead him. Down the back straightaway, trouble, turn number 1, the 66 of Jeff Whitrock. Around on the bottom of the racetrack, and the yellow lights are on. Jeff Whitrock with trouble down there in turn number 1. The 66 machine goes around, and we've got a caution with all 15 laps on the board. Complete restart. Logan Kufka, Tanner James, side by side on the front row. We come to the green. Tanner James using that high line to get out into the early lead. Kufka in the second spot. The 18D of Chris Getz runs in third. All scurry down as they go into turn number 3. Big move there from the 16 of Brock Hess. He slid up to the 4th spot with the 1M of Camden Myers going around the outside of the speedway up to 3rd. Now Myers a little too tall down there in turn number 1. He'll give up 2 spots as the 22T of Tyler Tesh hustling up into the top 5. Now Myers goes to the bottom of the speedway. He'll come up right in front of the 18D of Chris Getz for 4th. Out front, Tanner James leading the early stage of this one. Starting to pull away, but the 16 of Brock Hess just made the move to get to the 2nd spot in front of the 6K of Logan Kufka. Brock Hess, one of the fastest modified drivers here at the I-90 Speedway over the last several seasons. He's already charged from 6th to 2nd as we will come to put the 4th lap in the books right here. Camden Myers in 3rd. Tyler Tesh. Chris Getz completing the top 5. Hess using that diamond cut move over there in turns 1 and 2 to try to reel in your race leader. You see the battle between the 21K of Dave Kennedy and 6K of Logan Kufka. That is a battle for the 6th position. Kufka had it. Kennedy's got it now. As they head back to turn number 1. Camden Myers again over the cushion down in 1 and 2, allowing the 22T of Tyler Tesh to get to his inside. That's the race you watch for 3rd, going into turn number 3. Now deeper in the field, the 47 of Anthony Van Everdingen running in 10th, just in front of Corbin Erickson, who looks to his inside. Aaron DeThury right behind that 2-car tussle. Out front, we've got a change for the lead. The 16 of Brock Hess just took it over in turn number 2, and Hess will lead off of turn number 4 and officially leads at lap number 7. Brock Hess leads. Here comes the 1M of Camden Myers. He's got the 2nd spot, and he's going to look in front of him by 9/10 of a second. He sees the 16 of Brock Hess showing the way. Camden Myers from 10th on the grid, running in 2nd. 6th starter Brock Hess, your leader. 7 laps to go. Field stretched all around the I-90 Speedway. Leaders working traffic. That's the 16 of Brock Hess just going by. The 56 of Kurt Otteson, who runs in 19th. Camden Myers is reeling in your leader, however. The 1M machine now looking to the inside of Otteson. He's got the inside of that speedway figured out. And he's within 3 or 4 car lengths of your race leader. Aaron DeThury off the pace over here in turn number 2. He'll take it to the infield. We stay green. Brock Hess working on traffic. Here comes Camden Myers after him through 3 off of 4. Hess to the bottom. Myers has to go to the very bottom of the speedway to avoid a slower car. How's Dean Haase? He collects it up. Both drivers in the top 2 spots using that diamond cut move there in turns 1 and 2. They'll both go to the top here in 3 and 4. They'll come to 3 laps to go. Camden Myers trailing Brock Hess, your race leader, by 7.5 of a second. Great battling going on deeper in the field. The 87 of Clint Erickson and the 18 of Corbin Erickson battling for a spot right in front of 88 Wade Wright. That is 12th, 11th, 12th, and 13th on the speedway. Brock Hess was able to gain another 10th over your 2nd place car on that last lap. They'll come to the white flag. Some more traffic in front of your leaders. That could play a factor in this one. Hess is going to have to go to the bottom. Camden Myers goes in on the top. He's got the diamond cut move, and he's reeling in your leader down the back straightaway for the final time. Camden Myers is going to go to the bottom. He's pulled up to the 16 of Brock Hess off of turn number 4 to the line, side by side to the finish. It's Brock Hess. A close finish tonight in the Great Western Bank USRA B-Modified feature event. By 89 thousandths of a second, your winner is the 16 of Brock Hess. 1M Camden Myers will have to settle for second. Tyler Tesh third in the 22T. By the way, Camden Myers will be the hard charger in this one, gaining 8 spots to finish second. Tyler Tesh was third. Tanner James fourth. Dave Kennedy finishes fifth. Chris Getz was 6th, Tyler Myers 7th, Jonah Abrahamson 8th, Anthony Van Everdingen was 9th, and Logan Kufka rounding out the top 10. Corbin Erickson 11th, Wade Wright 12th, Clint Erickson 13th, Dustin Johnson in 14th, and Tanner James 15th. Jeff Whitrock 16th, Dean Haase 17th, Kurt Otteson 18th, Aaron DeThury 19th, and Scott Kennedy in 20th. The driver who got the championship title here in 2019. Brock Hess climbing out of that car. Taking a look at the machine that won it by less than a tenth of a second. Let's go down and hear from him, Scotty DeYoung, to talk with Brock Hess.
Well, Brock, you started 6th here tonight and took home the win. Almost, Camden Myers almost stole it from you there, coming to the checkered. Came down here to congratulate you as well. Walk us through that run.
Yeah, like racing with those guys, they keep their car under them all the time, and they're always clean. We have a lot of fun when we get to race together on a racing track like this. I got to thank Lyle. This is the best track we've had all year. I don't know if I screwed up with lap cars or they're just too squirrely back there. I don't know what to say. I mean, they're all over the place back there. It's tough to get through them. I don't know if they know the line they're taking or if they just go where the car goes. But I got to thank Lori and Roger Hogstead for giving me this car. It's their car, their motor. Let me drive it. It's a blast to drive. My mom and dad, Ashko Leasing, the Pajama Program, and Chad Schulte's family. Thanks, everybody, for coming out.
So once again, Brock Hess, your A feature winner here tonight, your Great Western Bank.
Fastenal Pace Truck heads back off the racetrack. We're ready to go. TNR Contracting, late model street stocks, 18 laps the distance. Ferguson going to lead the initial breakout here in that 15 machine. He's got the 55 of John Hoeing right there with him, as is the 83 of Briley Goff. Off of turn number 4, full speed for the final time. Lap number 1 led by the 15 of Brandon Ferguson. Goff works the bottom. He'll try to get by the 55 of Hoeing for second, then the 88 of Miller and 98 of Jensen side by side. To complete the top 5, here comes the 64 of Corey Yai and 71 of Zach Olivier just outside the top 5. Still 2 by 2 by 2 right behind your race leader. Brandon Ferguson enjoying that, trying to pull away in that 15 machine. You're not going to see Ferguson's name across the top of the ticker. Does not have a working transponder at this point. Great race for second, the 55 of Hoeing, 83X of Briley Goff. You see that battle right behind them, 3-car tussle. As the 64 of Corey Yai will get by the 88 of Evan Miller. Yai into the top 5, bringing with him the 71 of Zach Olivier into the 6th spot. Great look down the back straightaway, that camera work. The 55 of Hoeing, you can see a brace has broken on the front of the roof of that car. It's flopping up and down in the wind. Not a big deal aerodynamically, but annoying if you can see that as the driver. Here's the race for third as the 9 of Kyle DeBoer goes pit side. Brandon Ferguson leading this one. I'd love to tell you what the interval is, but no transponder, so about 3/4 of a straightaway. The 64 of Corey I up to that second spot. He'll go to the inside of the 55 of John Hoeing. Race for the second position. Down the back straightaway. The TNR Contracting 64, the Hoeing Farms 55 battling it out for position number 2. Hoeing on that high line. He's got the momentum. He'll hold on to the second spot. Dan Jensen, Zach Olivier, Bradley Goff racing right behind that battle for second. Hoeing able to fend off the challenge from Corey I thus far. Race leader, the 15 of Ferguson, going to enter some lap traffic. They're mostly running the bottom side of the speedway, so he should have a clear shot to get around them. Meantime, these drivers can't just go around the top. They're battling for position. There you see Evan Miller in the 88, the 34K of Colby Clausen, the 40 of Tim Dan. They all race for the 6th spot. They'll come up into some traffic. It's a little wild there for a moment. One lap past the halfway point. We've got 2 laps past the halfway point. 11 in, 7 to go. Long green flag run to start this one as Zach Olivier just moved up a position. He's into the 4th spot, getting by Dan Jensen in the 98. Jensen trying to come back to his inside down here in turn number 1. Here's that race for second, the 64 of Corey I and the 55 of Hoeing. John Hoeing in the 55, Corey I in the 64. Great tussle, lap after lap after lap for the second spot. Going on behind your race leader, the 15 of Brandon Ferguson. Yai able to get that spot momentarily, but here comes Hoeing back on the top. Can he get it going again? No. Yai into the spot. 64 of Corey Yai into position number 2. 4 laps to go. And 3/4 of a straightaway between Yai and the race leader, the 15 of Brandon Ferguson. There you see Ferguson heading back down to turn number 1 with 3 laps remaining. Your top 5, Brandon Ferguson, Corey Yai, John Hoeing, Briley Goff, and Zach Olivier, the top 5. 2 to go for your race leader. Still 3/4 of a straightaway ahead of the 64 machine running in second. Ferguson to the white flag. 1 lap to go. Brandon Ferguson, 2 career wins here at the I-90 Speedway. He is about to change that. Through 3, off of turn number 4, and Brandon Ferguson goes wire to win the TNR Contracting late model street stocks at I-90 Speedway. Brandon Ferguson in the 15 machine leads flag to flag on this one. He will be your winner. More on that in a moment. Second place, 64, Corey Yai. Third place, the 55 of John Hoeing. Fourth place, 83X Bradley Goff. And fifth to Zach Olivier in the 71. Sixth place to Dan Jensen. Seventh, Tim Dan. Eighth, Colby Clausen. Evan Miller was 9th, and 10th to Billy Prouty. Sean Taylor, 11th for Aaron Foote. 12th to Matt Dunker. 13th to Ryan DeBoer. Jim Ross, 14th. 15th, Nick Jansen. Then Kyle DeBoer and Derek Nordstrom. Your unofficial finish here tonight for the TNR Contracting late model street stocks. Well, Brandon Ferguson is all smiles, fist in the air. Give him a round of applause as he puts his name into the late model street stock history book here at this racetrack as a winner in this division. Hugs all around and well-deserved hugs down there. Let's go down Scotty DeYoung to talk with our feature event winner, first time in the late model street stocks here at the I-90 Speedway. Let's hear from Brandon Ferguson with Scotty DeYoung.
Well, Brandon, your season here has been good and then a little bit off. Some blown motors, but finally hard work paying off, and welcome to Victory Lane here in 2021.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's been a long, long time. I have not won a street stock race since I've started in this class. This is the first street stock win and hopefully more to come.
Hopefully more to come indeed. You've been working so hard. I know a lot of these guys help you as well. Who do you got to thank for putting this 15 car here in Victory Lane tonight?
First off, my wife, she couldn't make it tonight. I wish she would have. Now I'm bummed out she decided at the last minute not to come. My dad, David, John, Alex, we're all a big family here, and we got this thing working in the right direction. All my sponsors, C&M Auto, Bolty's Roll Off, Advantage TV, Tim's Custom Finishing, Fierce Effects 360, Cressman Sanitation, Dale Furby, everybody. We try helping everybody out in the pits, and everybody helps us. It's great. It's awesome.
And with that hard work, what does it finally mean to get a win now here in this late model street stock division?
Oh, in this class, with the way everybody's fast, every car out there is fast. It's just great that we finally got the car where we did it, and we held off some tough competitors. I seen the 64s right behind me. Everybody's tough in this class. Top 5, top 8 is a chance to win every night.
But here tonight, you bested them all. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon Ferguson, your contract late model street stock A feature winner.